is this realization easy for you? Those who think that the new Lagos is built on the backs and the effort, the sweat of Bola Tinubu. And when some of you talk like this, the people in the APC will begin to wonder, have you forgotten how Lagos was and how Lagos is now? And the dramatic development they will claim has come to Lagos, especially in the recent years under Babajide Sanwo-Olu. That those who will say there tremendous development that has happened in these years.
You see, it's very unfortunate again because a lot of people don't know Lagos history. Bola Ahmed Tinubu and most of these people, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and most of these people grew up in a Lagos where they opened the tap and water was coming out. Can they do that now without boreholes? Are surrounded by water. They grew up in a Lagos where they could send their children to public schools and they'll get quality education. Can they do that now? They grew up in a Lagos where there was affordable housing. And it's thanks to Alhaji Lateef Jakunde. People got access to affordable housing. Have you seen the level of how expensive accommodation is in Lagos State today? Do you realize how difficult it is for people to afford where to live? They grew up in a Lagos where the quality of healthcare, right? The quality of healthcare was epic. And the issue that I find is a lot of people that try to define what politics is today. And I think there's been a lot of good propaganda work that has happened because people have quickly forgotten that Lagos was the crucible in which Nigeria was built. A lot of Nigerian history was formed in Lagos. On the streets of Isaleko that have been completely destroyed, and I go and look at it now, looking like a ghetto. There was an area of Victorian Lagos. As far back as 1910, we had water being pumped. People were paying water rates. So when people say this, I think you see, it's a very big problem because they have a very short understanding. The span of their understanding of Lagos is very, very limited, right? And then you now look at when they talk about the so-called developments of Lagos. Look at all the IGR that they have raised, but look at all the debt that Lagos is in. And then you realize that even this development that you're talking about is mainly pushed by the private sector. Private individuals from all over Nigeria are developing estates, businesses, thriving in spite of the government. So, I guess I'm carrying Lagos history that will be passed down. So my perspective on Lagos and its history is much wider, it's much further. So I cannot agree with anybody that will say anything like that. Lagos is where we get our pedigree from. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, when he came into Lagos, he met a Lagos that was thriving. What happened after the military and all of that? Yes, there might have been decline, but you cannot take away from the history of the greatness that Lagos was.